Hello again, YouTube. This is the Late Stick with Late Stick Sports Cards. This is my second video, and it's actually going to be part 2 of my PC. And we're just actually going to just start off with, I was missing a few Zekes and Michael Thomases, which are probably some of the best that I have in my collection. Obviously, the gold vinyl Michael Thomas is it's my baby, but I just want to go out and start out and show a couple of these that I still had that I was going to, at the time, I was going to send them in to get graded with PSA, but we already kind of talked about PSA in the first video. Just probably gonna, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, there's some good cards here. So, let's go ahead and get into them. This, I wanted to get the gold version of this, but the weird thing about this, normally the gold version is always going to be better than the silver version, but the silver was out of 10, the gold was out of, I want to say, I can't remember if they were 25 or 50. It was something weird like that. I think they did the same thing with the Michael Thomases, but no, actually the Michael Thomas gold might be to 10 and the silver's to 50 or something. But the silver for the Zeke and the Origins this year for his rookie, this is a sweet card. I love the Origin cards. This is kind of like I like the baseball version, like the Inception with the tops, and those are really nice too. So yeah, this is Zeke Origins out of 10, and I love the Spectra cards. The Spectra, my favorite thick stock card by far. Not even close. I have tried to get every green Spectra autograph card and all my favorite players that I PC, and I am pretty close to having them all. I've got them with Cardell Jones. Yeah, we go. I'll probably end up having a video here soon about mistakes that I made. The Darius Geis experiment, which was going okay. He got hurt, and then he put 4 great games together at the end of the season. I was like, I'm going to start dumping his cards, and then you guys know what happened then. But anyways, I love these Spectra cards, man. They're such good-looking cards. I think this one's out of 15. And I'm pretty sure that when I bought these two at the time that I overpaid for them because I had been out of the game for a long time. I got these in 2016, and I've learned a ton since then, the 5 years being back collecting, but yeah, I paid for the Origins card. I know I exactly paid $325 as a birthday present for my wife. I went ahead and bought it, and she wrapped it for me. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, but anyways, this thing was about the same price, and I hadn't even looked up comps on these cards, so I don't even know what these are even going for. What he's even going for now? He's down now. Actually, his cards are actually going up right now because if you've seen him lately, he's shredded and he's ready to roll. So, my Michael Thomas. Green, Spectra, aspiring rookies. Yes, Mike Thomas. Can't guard Mike. Yeah, I literally could make thousands of dollars off the Mike Thomas cards that I got because I got them so cheap back in 2016. But then again, all that money was lost on Darius Geis and Cardell Jones and some other stuff. But so whatever. All right, and this one. I got this at a really good price too, man. This is out of 3. I think I paid $60 for it. And I didn't talk about what I got the gold vinyl for last video. I bought a lot. Actually, somewhere around here I have is out of 10 Don Russ Optic rookie card too. But I'm selling that. And that's another, I can't stress enough. Check your cards when you get them, because that out of 10 Don Russ had a couple scratcheroonies on it, man. And just so I'm like, I'm probably going to end up selling it and just listing it and listing the pictures of the scratches, and maybe somebody who couldn't normally afford about a 10 Michael Thomas will end up buying him and he'll have a good home. But like I said, the lot I bought the gold vinyl Prism and the Michael Thomas out of 10 Don Russ Optic for $80. The guy was trying to sell it for like, I think 120, and I sent him a message and said, hey man, I'll give you $80 for that. And he's like, well, how about 100? And I was like, nah. I said, I'll give you 80. And he agreed. He's probably, he knew. Yeah, I mean, there's no way he couldn't have told. No, if he'd looked at Michael Thomas card, all the scratches there. Maybe I'll find it and show it. But I also got a bunch of these. I've sold some of these though. I mean, I got all his Prism. I had almost all his Prism autograph all the way down. The only one in Prism autographs didn't have is for the camo, the green, and obviously the black infinite. But I sold the green and the pink already. But this is a beautiful card. The red crystals, awesome. Auto. This one's out of 75 this year, I believe. Yep. And then I got his purple scope, another great looking card. Prism this year looked really, really good. This one's out of 99, I think, this year. Yeah, 99. And of course, this is just the standard Silver Prism Auto. And here we go. Yeah, see? Here's his Origins out of 10. And this is a weird thing, is I think the Silver Zeke was out of 50, which didn't make a lot of sense, but normally gold's out of 10, but I don't begin to rhyme or reason. They do here, and I believe I have his. Oh yeah, this is another one. I mean, literally all these Michael Thomas cards. I think the most I spent on any card was that $80 lot. I didn't spend more than $50 on any single card of his, and I can only imagine. I don't know what the comps are on something like this right now because I'm not selling. I'm gonna sell some of his cards, I think, but I don't know. I have a lot of doubles of his stuff I need to sell, but like I don't have any idea what the comps are on this thing. What do you know? I mean, I would think it's at least several $100s, but. We'll have to look at them now. Speaking of that, I had this one's out of 5, and I forgot I even had this one until I started peeling back through what I was looking at because I was going to send some of these in to get graded with BGS, and then BGS course shut down too. So I think pretty much everything I'm going to have now. Then was sending. Do not really want to send high end cards to SGC. I mean, as much as I hate to say, I mean, right now I don't want to send them the PSA, but I mean. You almost don't have any choice, but I might just sell them raw. I don't know, or just keep them and don't worry about it. And of course, I have his out of 49 silver. I love the silvers here. The silvers this year were such beautiful cards, man. Origins, definitely one of my favorites. And of course, I have a couple of Mike Thomas Prism draft picks here. So that does it pretty much for the Michael Thomas and Zeke Elliott highlights. Now we're kind of going to get in as fast as we can. I'm just going to start burning through the stuff that I have here. There's only one player that I collect that isn't an Ohio State guy, which I'm not even 100% sure why I even started collecting him. Because being an Ohio State guy, you can't like Alabama. And of course, this guy came from Alabama. But, I mean, I watched him play, and I loved Steve Young when I was growing up. And that's exactly what it reminded me of. Not that he's obviously got a lot of ways to go, but the pretty ball coming from a lefty, just like Mike Vick. Mike Vick threw a pretty ball. He's mobile. He can run if he needs to. And I don't know, just being an Alabama guy, which really hurts me because I'm a Washington football team guy, and like all we seem to do is draft Alabama people. But we got Chase Young, so I got some hope there. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with Tua here. Obviously, it's kind of hard to get, too many Tuas because he is a quarterback, and you want anything of any goodness at all, you're spending a ton. Now, I tried to go, not say bargain basement on it, but I wanted to go low pop cards because I didn't know I was going to go Prism base, go spend $250 or $300 to get one of those. This is the Fanatics preview card, so this is a low pop. And it's also the canvas card, also under a low pop. But a lot of these have started coming back from PSA here recently. And I think I paid $94 for this canvas card. I really like the canvas cards. And I paid for this optic preview, I think $125. These are both very low pop. And that's another thing about these lower end cards. Being that PSA shut down, people aren't going to pay $200 to send in this card. So I think a lot of these 2020 rookies on these more lower end cards are going to have very low pop levels, just because unless you're Johnny Baller, you're not sending in a $20, $25 or $30 base card in to get graded for $200. And same with the canvas. I really like these canvas. In fact, I might end up buying a couple more. I mean, these are also, which I should have probably talked about first here, these are actually really high gem rate cards, these canvas cards, and pretty much Donruss in period, as long as when you obviously centered, and they're just high gem rate cards. So there's two Tuas, and I actually have a few more Tuas here. Just kind of go quick highlights on the Tuas. Like I said, I'm still not 100% sure why I collect him, but I don't know. Just one day I saw him, I was like, I got high hope for him. The first preseason game was, if he would have thrown that interception in the end zone, I think he had a pretty good day. So Mosaic, love Mosaic. Problem Mosaic, too much silver. Very hard to gem mint any of the silver. So gem mint, the silver prism. I've been trying to buy one of the prisms. Their price has been fluctuating from like 35 to like $80. So I'm like, well, I'm not paying more than $50 for one of these. And I've been watching them in auctions. It just don't come up on eBay very often. And I really don't buy anything off anything else. I kind of look at, ComC and some of the other places, Star Stock, and then, there's My Slabs on. But I just stick with eBay. Don't really worry about it. I don't want to be searching 10 different websites for cards, man. So yeah, these are really hard to get Gem Mint 10 just because of all the silver. And I ended up buying like 4 or 5 of these bases, and this is the only one that is not something wrong with it. I mean, I'm not going to return cards. I know it's a couple little small things. You buying off eBay, you're always going to take a risk. So, I mean, a lot of silver. This one actually looks really good. Centering's good. This could possibly be a PSA 10 contender. But base cards as much as they're produced, just not going to send base cards anymore. Base Prism cards maybe might be, or field level base select. But, man, pretty much anything else. All right, so I was trying to put together the rainbow here, because you got the orange reactive, the blue reactive, the pink camo, and then I really like this, and the silver as well. Got a couple more of his canvas cards. I just only put one of them in here, and of course, got a couple of his base Donruss, and then of course I got a couple of the previews, and then I got this optic, which I want to send this into. Man, I really want to give SGC a shot, so I think I'm going to. I got a couple of these. I really like the Prism Black. Probably one of my favorite cards. I love Chronicles, even though, it's so overly produced. There's 6,000 parallels that come out of there. But the funny thing is, Select actually has more parallels than Chronicles now, which they've watered down Select terribly bad, which still I said in my first video, I'm worried about that affecting value on older Select cards. But this is a beautiful card. I love these cards. It being the blacks there, that really helps with the surface problems because this Prism it's hard, and especially this year. I mean, their quality control on Prism is just total trash, and it is on Select too, because if anything minus the field level and concourse level, if you can find something centered with the club and premier level, you're lucky. So I got a couple of these. I might send a couple of these into PSA, or sorry, SGC, and see what I got. I really like SGC slabs. I have a few slabs, so I'm going to be showing you here soon. And, of course, can't go anywhere without getting Prism. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Prism fan. But, I get what I can afford. I look at number cards, and they're just way overpriced, man. I'm not, spending $300 or $400 on a raw card. I'd just rather just buy the PSA 10 version and not take any risks. Got these for around $70. A Prism base. The Prism base got around for $35, and the Prism Black, I bought one too early, which is another thing. Got to watch it. Don't buy cards. Don't buy singles right when they come out. Paid too much for it. Now you can get a good looking centered single for like $50. I think I paid like $80 for it, but I bought a few at 35 too, so kind of made up for it. First got the the disco, and then I got the orange crack laser, and I got a couple of his black and white from I think it's from the T-Mall. I had 3 of these, and this is the only one that is decently centered and doesn't have any surface issues. Once again, I love Selects, but they've saturated the market with it. I mean, they got a few of the turbocharged silvers. They got a couple of his concourse silvers. I mean, this is got these 15, these around 25, and this got a ton of his 7 or 8 of his field level base, which I was getting around 20, 25. I got a couple of these I might send in the SGC as well, because I think they graded 10. I can get low 100s for them, so it actually might be, or even I think if I don't 10, they 9.5. I still think I can still get my money back. And then of course I caught this. I think I caught this at the perfect time. I mean, I'm looking at them now. They're selling back around 140 to 150. I got this for $105 in an auction. Guy was advertising mint, and you always get leery when people advertise stuff like that. But this card is mint. I've taken it out, inspecting it. Centering's great. There's 0 surfaces, corners. This would be another PSA candidate, but I ain't paying $200 to get it. That card. That'd probably be a $600-$700 card. Tend to really like these cards. Probably my favorite insert. These are beautiful cards, very hard, very low gem rate, just because it's just so much silver, man. Then here we go, a couple of Tua's Chronicle numbered cards from the Elite. I got one out of, I think it's $199, and then no, $9.99 and $3.99. Yep. So really like Chronicles, man. It's a fun rip, but you're just you can't expect to get much out of it. I mean, unless you're getting hobby, and the way prices are on hobby boxes, you can go ahead and count me out on that. I bought a few hobby boxes this year, low end. I did buy regular Chronicles and a Chronicles draft picks. I bought in a few, but man, just same with like Prism and some of these higher end products, especially with Prism. It's like, man, you can spend $1,000 on a Prism box and get $100 for the card. So I'd rather just spend $1,000 on the singles that I want and call it a day. So let's see, where are we at here? About 15 minutes already. I think we'll go ahead and go with, since we talked a little bit about SGC, we'll go and get an SGC here. Now, I really like the tuxedo, whatever they got going here. I got this bad boy for $35. Love J.K. Dobbins. Gonna have a huge year. I got a ton of his cards, man. Tons of his field level prisms for dirt cheap, optics for dirt cheap, optics for like $6 or $7. Bunch of his field level base non-silvers for less than $5. As long as I get eBay standard envelope, I'm gonna buy those all day long. As soon as he starts plowing it out, I'm just gonna flip him double my money. I got a lot of his cards that I am gonna sell. I made sure to buy multiples. He is PC, so I bought multiples so I could keep, obviously. And then I got this bad boy. I got this guy for $60, and I mean, for him, somebody that you can actually buy this is one of those kind of exceptions to the SGC rule, because you can actually get his, well, not now, but I was buying his silver these guys for $12 to $15. You paid $32. Now, with eBay, you still are going to break even with a 9.5. You're not going to lose any money, but that's the problem with SGC is if you don't tin it, or it's a high-end guy like, Tua or Burrow or, Mahomes, whatever, if you do not tin it, you're just not going to get your money back. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not even exactly sure why I bought this one. I just did, because I know why I bought it, because I want to get an up-close personal look at their slab, and, and it was a relatively fair price. So, it was only $50. I only spent $50 on it, but like, I definitely would not buy these to send in to get graded to SGC, because this is a $5 card, and you spend $32 on it, and you jump. I only bought this thing for $30, so you can do the math right there. You're already in the hole. So, but I would buy it for $30, but I definitely would not take the risk. But I'm hoping that I'm seeing a lot more SGC stuff, so I'm hoping it kind of catches on. So we're gonna get through my J.K. Dobbins collection, and then we're probably gonna wrap up this video, and I'll have a third PC video. And then I'm going to have a Monday mailed bag video coming up too as well. I got some stuff already, but I'm holding on to it. And I got some more stuff that's going to be coming in for sure on Monday. So again, Jake, I really love Chronicles. I mean, obviously this is, you can get this card for $2 or $3. Nothing crazy. No, but it's just a beautiful card. All this silver, all the shine. Love it. And this was the first J.K. Dobbins card I bought. Loved black uni. Got one of Dwayne Haskins in the same uni. Loved the black unis. I don't remember what I bought this for, but it probably went more than $25 or $30 at the time, because I actually did buy that one of the first I bought. Now, I have 11 of these things, and I didn't pay more than $7 for one of them. So, a couple of them most of them I got eBay standard envelope shipping. Some of them I just paid $4.20. And one other thing you got to watch out for. I had this one guy I bought 2 cards from. Charge you for first class shipping, and then send it in eBay standard envelope so you can make the extra $3 off the card. I just laughed. I didn't, I sent him a message and just said, really? And that's all I did. I didn't contact eBay or anything, but I just told him I'll never buy any cars from you again. I mean, like, I just couldn't even believe it, man. That desperate to make a couple more bucks. I'm trying to put together the rainbow here as well. I mean, cheap. I mean, he's so cheap, I don't even get it. He's gonna, no more old man Ingram. And he's a 3-down back. I mean, this guy with the run-heavy offense, yeah, of course he's going to get spelled by Gus Edwards and whatever 64 other running backs that they have. But, I mean, he's got potential for 1,800 all-purpose yards, 10 to 12 touchdowns easy. I mean, and he's going for dirt cheap. I mean, I definitely recommend him if you want to do some flipping. This ain't financial advice, because I'm no professional flipper, or I'm a low budget flipper. But then I'm flipping again only to build my PC. I'm not really looking to, I'm not out there trying to flip, buying $500 cards and praying that they go up to 1,000 and flipping them. That's not my game. And I'm never giving financial advice either. This is just all opinion, and this is just what I do. Love these Prism Blacks. Once again, this thing's center. Got all the goodies. I was probably this might be an SGC candidate just for me, just for my own PC, because I think this guy is a 10. I've inspected this one a couple times. But once again, this is, I think I paid $7 for this card. $9 for this card. Problem is, there's very few silvers actually on eBay right now, so everybody is posting want like $50 for a silver, but based on what everything else is selling for, you know, they don't want to take any less than that. I tried to buy one for $30, and the guy got all butthurt because he think I was lowballing him, but whatever. Select base. I bought probably a dozen of these, all around the $3 or $4 range. So definitely, when he gets out there and lights it up, definitely can see this being a $10 card. Double my money. Keep a couple for the PC or maybe grading someday in the future. Love Mosaic. Not much more I can say about that. Trying to put together the Mosaic Rainbow. Already kind of talked about the Certified Select. Love these cards, man. All the shine. All the shine. Probably won't ever worry about sending them in for getting graded or anything, but the shine is there. Oh, apparently Justin Fields is hiding behind here. Yeah, well, we'll just go on and get in that. I don't, yeah, I've actually bought a couple mega boxes here and pulled this guy out of the mega box. So I definitely don't recommend buying. I mean, if you just don't care about what you're getting for mega draft picks or Chronicles draft picks, they're a fun rip. You're going to get lots of rookies, but I mean, unless you're pulling Lawrence Fields or, I mean, I have some Trey Lance. I can't sell them. I can't sell any of the, what's the other guys? Zach Wilson. No one wants any. I mean, it's just, Fields is looking great. Fields had a great first game. I mean, even if Andy Dalton starts the first game, he won't be starting long. I don't even know if he's going to make it that far. And they were bagging on this guy in the draft. Maybe he was the first best. Obviously, no one's going to go higher than Lawrence. Well, they were the clear-cut number 1 and number 2, and then they dropped him back, and then dropped him back, dropped him back, dropped him back. Hell, they said he might not even be the 5th best quarterback, but right now he looks the best. And, of course, the Ohio State guy might be a little biased, but, man, he had a great game, great first preseason game. So, yeah, I don't recommend, yeah. So, I'm just kind of, you know, got all these Chronicles, love Chronicles. Pulled this one out of one of the Chronicle mega boxes I bought. Bought this one. I think I paid like $7. Of course, man, people love these. Man, surprisingly, man, I could have bought LaMelo Ball silver draft picks cards all day long for like 15 to $20. And these, then like his and Lawrence's, all these field level silvers are these. I love how they did the colors. I wish they'd have done this with the pro level, but this just makes all these cards so much more desirable. Just having all the colors in them instead of just doing the janky base cards and the colors and the crappy the cards no one cares about. I paid $25 for this thing. You know, I couldn't believe it. They're selling for that or more. I'm like, they look beautiful though. And of course, there's an XR green, and I really love the throwbacks to the 1989. In fact, I'm probably going to get one of these slab just to have it slab. Don't even care about the grade. I just want to get it slab. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I got probably, yeah, I got some more. And probably do one more video. One last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is this. You know, if you haven't got your Target red card yet, you need to get your Target red card, because that's all the premium stuff that Target drops online is all going to be red card exclusive. So if you're one of those guys who wants to wake up at 6 a.m. or wherever you have to wake up for the drops, it's kind of helping with the bots. But, you know, Select's going to be dropping this week. So, I mean, you want to get you some of that and not pay. Jesus, I looked online. The plaster boxes are going for like $120. The megas are like $180. I'm like, geez. So, yeah. And there's a couple guys out there that I think there's a couple YouTubers. I only look at one. Kids JR Sports Cards. Younger gentleman, 19, 20, I think. He's a college kid. He wakes up, starts on, I don't know if he always does every Monday, but he starts on Monday, wakes up until the drop happens. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So somebody has a monitor so they know when the back end is loaded so you can get the jump on it. So, but you got to have the red card for Select. You had to have it for Prism. And, you know, I mean, it's literally like a 60-second process to get it done. Otherwise, you're not going to get cards. They sell out that fast. There's also another new channel popped. I think it's The Matrix. I think it's a gentleman and either his wife or girlfriend. They also wake up, I believe, every morning and do the monitoring as well. But anyways, going to leave you on that. Thanks again. We'll talk to you later. And we will be back in PC video number 3.